Boom shakalaka, Bitcoin price gets rejected from critical levels. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about why Bitcoin going to $16,000 is exceptionally unlikely. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including what caused the price rejection and why a $15,000 to $16,000 Bitcoin is extremely unlikely. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell, come join us on Twitter at @Crypto Push that like button. Now today, fear and greed drops to 43 from 47 yesterday. We were back into fear territory. The overall market down about 0.5%. Bitcoin at 26,652, Ethereum at 1595, BNB at 211, XRP 50 cents, Dogecoin 6 cents, Cardano 24 cents, Solana $19, and Toncoin $2.31. And Bitcoin getting rejected from the 50-day moving average roughly about a week after this death cross of the 50 and 200-day moving average, right now underneath the 40,000 by halving line, still in the wedge that's bound to break out by October 10th. Now, all that being said, here's another thing that could have caused the drop. We can see here that ever since mid-April, right back here and back here as well, every time the RSI hits this 73 red line right here, the price of Bitcoin has retraced time and time again. Well, this time was no different. Hit that 73.2. Guess what? Price dropped. The 27.4 resistance never broke through there. So what does that mean for Bitcoin? Well, we just had a death cross. I mean, that's got to be bad because it has death in the name, right? Well, if we take a look, the last couple times we had a Bitcoin death cross of the 50 and 200-day moving average after a bear market, guess what? Look what happened afterwards. We just had a death cross once again. Could we have something going up? It is important to note the time gap between when that death cross occurs and price rocketing up. So it may not happen immediately, but it is bound to happen because, like it or not, based on the realized cap hodl waves, it shows that the first cycle move is completed. So no longer in a bear market. Money is coming back into the market, suggesting that prices will go up. Yet, Bitcoin is still undervalued. This is the time to buy. I know it's scary. I know price is going down to $15,000, $16,000, $10,000, whatever. But this is the time to buy when nobody's talking about it, when it seems like it'll never turn around, because we got a whole bunch of stuff coming up that if you stay tuned till the end of the episode, we'll be talking about exactly why to be bullish on Bitcoin right now. Here's one reason. How about this? We're nearing an all-time high in the long-term holder supply. Only once, maybe twice in Bitcoin's history has the long-term holder supply been this high. And guess what happened afterwards? 100x in Bitcoin price. Yikes. Could we see the same thing? Just doing the math for you, that's a $2.5 million Bitcoin, should that happen. I know, it's a bit out there, but wow. Now, we do have this indicator that only ever happened once before the massive 100x Bitcoin move. There's only 2 times in Bitcoin's history that the ROC and SROC indicator have turned red. We can see down here on the bottom. One time was in 2015, 2016, and the second time is now. At that time, it changed from red to green. After 305 days, the strongest bull run began. Guess what? That changes roughly 305 days is October. So get through September, historically a bad month for Bitcoin. October could be massive. We have the Williams alligator flipping right here. We have bullish cross in the Williams alligator. 4 out of 5 times it was bullish for Bitcoin. One time it wasn't, but 4 out of 5 times it was bullish. Will it happen again? Time will tell, because if we take a look at on-chain activity, one of the cool things about Bitcoin, we can see what's going on, who's buying, who's selling, who's creating new addresses, all that stuff. Well, a bull run is often characterized by increased on-chain activity. This can be spotted when the monthly average of new wallets, this red area, surpasses the yearly average in blue. Now, if we take a look, every time this has happened, we have had a significant run in Bitcoin's price when the red is above the blue. As of right now, the red is significantly above the blue and the price is going down. This is a huge on-chain divergence telling us there is something fundamentally going on where the price is eventually going to catch up with this move. Bitcoin is on the verge, loading up for something big. We have the RSI coiling up right here and a divergence with price and RSI likely going to have a breakout in the near future. What could cause that? Well, how about spot ETF approval? I mean, just drawing a parallel between Bitcoin and gold. Now, granted, the market cap of Bitcoin is way smaller than the market cap of gold. But if we take a look, this was when the gold spot ETF was approved. And look at what happened after that. Price rocketed up. Could we have the same thing happening for Bitcoin? We're potentially a few months out from that happening. Who's to say when it's going to happen? But when it does, yikes, price could go up. Unlikely for Bitcoin to drop to 16, 15, 12, 10, whatever that territory. What's one reason why? Well, when we see comments like this down in the comments, this was a post from the beginning of that first Twitter chart that we showed right there, talking about how Bitcoin is going to come down. And we see comments like, yeah, dip to $15,000 might be golden. I'll buy then. Guess what? It never gets there, ever, period, in the history of Bitcoin. It's never happened. So that's one reason. But how about a few other reasons? A ton of Bitcoin lost. 93% of Bitcoin has been mined. BlackRock secretly buying 12,500 Bitcoin. Institutions filed for Bitcoin ETFs with 17.5 trillion asset under management. Bitcoin market cap, a fraction of gold's, about 1/26th that of gold. And only 6.3% of Bitcoin left on exchanges, the halving in just 200 days. And my goodness, an ETF approval would send it. Now this, just based on fib extensions, $250,000 of Bitcoin, that could be where we're headed. So that's all for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, push the like button. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.